actions. He's okay with being a little.
Here's the former UFC heavyweight champion and in all likelihood future UFC Hall of Famer Cain Velasquez. You guys have been sharpening each other's skills for years, and it's good to see Cain back and healthy here tonight.
Exactly where he belongs. Cain Velasquez is a fighter, and he deserves to be fighting inside of the octagon. One of the tighter strikers the UFC has ever seen in the heavyweight division. The cardio, the pace, the pressure that you face when you fight a Cain Velasquez is overwhelming. Guys melt, and it's because after one round you realize we're just getting started.
Right.
And Cain's only revving up the engine. It's truly, truly difficult to stare down the barrel of a fight with Cain Velasquez.
And he hasn't necessarily adopted my Cardio Cain moniker, but there are few guys that can match the cardiovascular strength of the great Cain Velasquez. Big spot for him here tonight. Cardio Cain Velasquez steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. Here he is, the former UFC champion and arguably the nicest guy in the sport. He is Junior Dos Santos, another one of these young fathers, DC, who has really been buoyed and motivated by having children in his day-to-day.
He's very nice, but he's also very deadly. He has massive power in his hands, and he's got a great ability to hide all of his strikes. He does a fantastic job of feigning with the front shoulder to draw out his opponent's reactions, and then he follows with that massive right hand that we saw finish Frank Mir, also the massive uppercut that finished Fabricio Verdun, and the overhand right of Cain Velasquez. At the end of the day, it's the right hand that holds the key to Junior Dos Santos' victory.
And perhaps no heavyweight has responded to adversity better than JDS. He has never lost back-to-back fights in his mixed martial arts career. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with the heavyweight legends, Junior Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez. I think the UFC wondered aloud what the fan appetite would be for a fourth meeting. We get our
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, that didn't take long. Dos Santos' elbow attempt here, that one caught by the defense. All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportune time to drop that big hook over the top.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, nice job by the wrestler to engage in the clinch here very early in the fight with this kickboxer. He said he didn't want to recklessly chase takedowns from the center of the octagon, so we'll see what he does here in the clinch.
These are safe takedowns. Once you get chest to chest, you can start to trip. You can start to manipulate your opponent by moving him in ways and in directions that they don't recognize. This kickboxer is high level, but he is not high level from fighting in this clinch position.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he might be out. Nice hook lands. Crank shot there. Lands that elbow on the inside. Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound. I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Oh, look at him snap off the jab. That's pretty to watch. Beautiful employment of the jab here. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Now lands a solid punch there. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. There's the jab, there's another one. So the double jab is there by Velasquez. 45 seconds.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot.
So fighter a little bit spotty, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. 20 seconds left. Takedown attempt late in the round, and he gets it.
He passed the half guard.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Round two is next.
Stop.
All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Here we are, early round two. Velasquez gets caught with that punch.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off off of his punches.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Dos Santos getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Velasquez is in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Velasquez. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Dos Santos is in half guard. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Velasquez is back in full mount.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike lands. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Well, that didn't take long. Dos Santos is in half guard. Right into side control. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Cain Velasquez.
Great shot from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Velasquez.
Looks like we're tied going into the next round. We need to take a deep breath, recover. The game plan is going to change. I need you to put
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. And now some separation.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is...
He's hurt bad here.
Nice straight there by Velasquez.
Nice single. He passes to half guard. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Velasquez.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by JDS.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Dos Santos is right back to the full mount here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, that didn't take long. Dos Santos's eyes... Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We go inside the octagon now where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 9 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Cain Velasquez!
Well, those who tried to bury Cain Velasquez, you've got to say that was a premature assessment after this performance here tonight. Massive victory for Cardio Cain, the former two-time UFC heavyweight champion, and still a guy who many believe is the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. He showed you that prime form here tonight. Now let's see if Cain gets a crack at the belt that he